Opening prayer, page 3. All mothers and beings, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and nations, may they experience happiness, be separate from suffering, and safely I will establish them in the state of unsurpassed, perfect, complete, and precious Buddhahood. O mothers and beings, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and nations, may they experience happiness, be separate from suffering, and safely I will establish them in the state of unsurpassed, perfect, complete, and precious Buddhahood. O mothers and beings, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and nations, may they experience happiness, be separate from suffering, and safely I establish them in the and Buddhahood. So in this section also, yeah. And also the old way. Thus, until I achieve enlightenment, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and the mind. Until death, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and the mind. From now until this time tomorrow, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and the mind. We take refuge in the kind root Lama and the lineage Lamas. We take refuge in the we take refuge in all the exalted Buddhas. We take refuge in the perfect Dharma. We take refuge in the excellent order of the Sanghas. We take refuge in all the noble Dhakas and darkness and the Dharma gardens, possessors of the eye of wisdom. We take refuge in the kind root Lama and the lineage Lamas. We take refuge in the deity of the mandalas of the yadams. We take refuge in all the exalted Buddhas. We take refuge in the perfect Dharmas. We take refuge in the Sangha. We take refuge in the noble Dhakas, darkness, and the Dhamma gardens, possessors of the eye of wisdom. We take refuge in the kind root Lama and the lineage Lamas. We take refuge in the deity of Yadams of the. We take refuge in all the exalted Buddhas. We take refuge in the perfect Dharma. We take refuge in the excellent order of the Sanghas. We take refuge in all the noble Dhakas and darkness and the Dhamma gardens, possessors of the eye of wisdom. Until I attain the heart of enlightenment, I take refuge in all the Buddhas. I take refuge in the Dharma and likewise in the example of the Bodhisattvas. As the previous Buddhas embodied the enlightened mind and the progress on the Bodhisattva's path are true for the benefit of all sentient beings, giving birth to bodhicitta, and I apply myself to a complete stage of the path. Until I attain the heart of enlightenment, I take refuge in all the Buddhas. I take refuge in the Dharma and likewise in the example of the Bodhisattvas. As the previous Buddhas embodied the enlightened mind and the progress on the Bodhisattva's path are true for the benefit of all sentient beings, giving birth to bodhicitta, and I apply myself to complete stage of the path. Until I attain the heart of enlightenment, I take refuge in all the Buddhas. I take refuge in the Dharma and likewise in the example of the Bodhisattvas. As the previous Buddhas embodied the enlightened mind and the progress on the Bodhisattva's path are true for the benefit of all sentient beings, giving birth to bodhicitta, and I apply myself to complete stage of the path. In the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha most excellent, I take refuge until enlightenment reach. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of all sentient beings. In the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha most excellent, I take refuge until enlightenment is reached. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of all sentient beings. In the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha most excellent, I take refuge until enlightenment is reached. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of all sentient beings. May all mother sentient beings, boundless as the sky, have a happiness and the cause of happiness. May they be liberated from suffering and the cause of suffering. May they never be separate from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all mother sentient beings, boundless as the sky, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be liberated from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they never be separate from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all mother sentient beings, boundless as the sky, have happiness and the cause of happiness. May they be liberated from suffering and the cause of suffering. May they never be and from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. Page 7. I bow down respectfully with my body, speech, and faithful mind to all Tathagatas and the 10 directions. Those who have already reached the Tathagata state, those who are reaching it at present, and those Tathagatas still to come. Through the power of Samdup prayers, may all Buddhas manifest vividly in my mind. I posted to them, multiplying my body as in many times as there are atoms of the earth. In each atom I visualize as many Buddhas as there are atoms. Surrounded by countless Bodhisattvas, thus all space is filled with Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. I praise all Buddhas through manifesting, chanting, expressing the great ocean of their excellent qualities. To all Buddhas, I make offerings of various pure flowers, flower garlands of music, anointing oils, manifesting light and fragrant incense. I make offerings to them of fine garments, perfume, and porphyro, pearled high as Mount Meru, and orange in the most beautiful way. I visualize the highest and most extensive offerings, and offer them with great faith to all Buddhas. I posted to Buddhas and make offerings to them, following the deeds of the great Bodhisattva Samdup. I confess to you, Buddhas, whatever negative actions I have committed due to the power of anger, desire, and ignorance. I rejoice in the merit of all the Buddhas and the 10 directions, of the great Bodhisattva and the Pakika Buddhas, those who have attained Aharaship, those who have entered the path of Aharaship, and all other beings. I request to all great protectors and Buddhas to turn the highest way of Dharma, as the light dispelling the darkness of beings in the 10 directions, leading them gradually to the enlightened state. I supplicate those Buddhas intending to pass into pre-nirvana, till living long for us many aeons as they are atoms of the earth, in order to benefit all beings, whatever merit I have gathered through postations, offerings, confession, rejoicing, beseeching, and praying, for the sake of the enlightenment of all sentient beings, all this I dedicate. The ground is sprinkled with the scented water and strewed with flowers. It is adorned with Meru, the spring mountain, the 4 continents, and the sun and the moon. As Buddha fear, I offer it. May our sentient beings attain the happiness of Buddha fears. To the lamas who possess the 3 kayas, I offer the altar, inner, and the sacred offerings. With my body, word, and all this is visible, Please grant me the supreme realization and enlightenment. Whatever merit I have gathered through prostrations, offerings, confession, rejoicing, beseeching, and praying, for the sake of the enlightenment of all sentient beings, all this I dedicate. Om Guru Rina Mandala Punza Manga Samand Savarana Samaye Om. I echo refuge, ornament of the world. Your fame provides the 3,000 words. You are the victor, Vajradhara, widow adored. I bow at feet of Father Jigtin Sungong. Continually I think of no one but you. Compassionate one, grant your blessings, dispel the darkness that surrounds my heart. Please bless me so that I can realize and liberate nature of mind. Please turn the will of the Dharma of the two vehicles and their combination according to the disposition and likewise in the mental capacity of sentient beings. Okay, so now we're going to meditate a little bit first. Today I want to share with you some basic meditations and then going up to the Vipassana. I always this confused, you know. Shamatha is we talked yesterday, right? We practice shamatha. So today I want to share with you some Vipassana sections. But first we do practice a little bit, each stage meditations. So basic meditation, easy ones. Also we have to do some dedications, prayer. So first meditation, then practice some Chinrezek. It's very beautiful prayers and dedication for all the deceased, right? Deceased or people who passed away, you know, we dedication them, and then I want to share after that Vipassana meditation. So first, you know, if you sit in the chair, it's okay. If you can sit in the floor, it's better. It's good for, you know, your habits to meditate. You have to change your habits. So otherwise, you stay always in the chair. Like you know, like you're going to, like usually the daily, you know, your habits is always there. You know, you never get into the meditation. So that's the reason we always do the 7-point posture. So sit in the ground. You know, we have cushions here. You can bring up and sit in the ground. If you cannot legs, so then you sit in the chair. It's okay. So leg cross, and important is align your spine. The hand is put into your knees. So then open the shoulder. This arm is like, you know, joined like this in the body, you know, like you have to have space, your shoulder and the body. Chin slightly down, but the tongue touch behind the teeth, upper behind the teeth. Very softly open the you know, like just through the air from your mouth. If you can breathe from the mouth, it's very good. Some people hard to do that. Or you can breathe from nose and mouth, just about, you know. So, which is easy for you. If you want to really practice meditation, then you try breathe from the mouth. You have to change habits. So then, eye contact is dependent up to you. You know, if you have so many thoughts, like monkey mind, your minds go all over the place. Do you have that problem? Yes. So if you have that problem, so that means like we have 5 elements. We have 5 elements. So wind elements is more strong than earth elements. So that's the reason mind is a monkey mind. If you have that problem, your eye is down the nose or very close, kept very close distance. Then some people has fogginess, sluggish, is wanted to meditate, but then easily go to fall asleep. Do you have that problem? Oh yeah. So okay. So actually, these two is like cannot be together. If your mind is like too speed and monkey mind, you don't have like sluggish and sleepy, right? Because who has sluggish, sleepy, and not so clear? The reason is your element, earth element is more strong than wind elements. So then that people always easy to go sleep, fall asleep. So when you have that when you meditate, that you have that problem, then your eye kept more long distance. Make sense? If you don't know clear, please let me know, okay? So we are discussion meditation today here. We discussion and practicing. So then, if you don't have these two problems, like no too speed your mind, not too sleepy, then that's called right amount your balance. You have balance. Don't keep your eyes long distance like this way, not like this way, but kept just 5 feet in front of you. So that's the depending on your elements. Meditation instruction always tell the difference. You read different meditation, introductions. Sometimes they say you have need to contact far away. Some meditation in introduction, saying your eyes need to down the nose. Some say like you need to front of you. All this dependent personal individual. So you have to know that every day is your the element is changing. So that's the reason sometimes you have a monkey mind, sometimes you have really fogginess, sleepy, mind is not so clear. Right? Sometimes okay, so you don't have these two problems. So then when you have sluggish, sleepy, so you need to take up, more body take up. Eye also strongly gets for far away. Tight up, okay, tight up. Yeah? Understand? Okay, so if you don't, then you have like monkey mind and so many thoughts like loose up. Don't too tight like this. More loosed, become more loose up. And you don't have these two problems, then just need a balance. Don't too tight, don't too loose. Need a balance. This is all the body, okay? So postures, you have to know that. Very important, when you meditate, you have to know the body postures. One day you are very, one day like you are a meditator or more, or not beginner, how to say the more experience, you have more experience in meditations, then body posture is not important. So you can lay down, meditate, you can eat, meditate, you can walk on the meditate, your mind is always there. You never lost. So long as you not get that experience, then we need to keep these body postures. Okay? So now I'm going to share first with you is mindful body meditation. So this is the easiest one. It's very easy, simple to do, very easy to do. It's very benefit, benefit right away. Especially when you have so many thoughts and emotions. So close eye and everybody please close eye. Focus your mind on your ground. Mind just rest on your ground. letting go of the thoughts. Mind be with your body. Focus on your crown. Or focus on your forehead. Mind resting on your forehead. Don't analyze anything, just mind resting with your forehead. Focus on that. Now focus on your eyes. Focus on your ears. Focus on your nose. Focus on your mouth, the lips. Teeth. Tongue. Focus on your cheek. This one called cheek, right? Cheek. Focus on your cheeks. Focus on your joy. Focus on your chin. Focus on your whole head. Now focus on your throat. Focus on your neck. Focus on your right shoulder. Focus on your left shoulder. Focus on your right arms. Focus on your right hand. Focus on your thumb, right thumb. Focus on your right pointing finger. Focus on your middle finger. Ring finger. Letter finger. Now focus on your left arms. Left arm. Focus on your left hand. Focus on your left thumb, left pointing finger, left middle finger, left ring finger, letter finger. Focus on your fingers. You can feel the energies. Now focus on your heart. Letting go all the thoughts. Past is already gone. It's emptiness. Not going to serve you. Future is not yet. It's emptiness. Not going to serve you. Stay present moment. Now focus more to on your navel. Focus on your hips. Focus on your spine. Focus on your right thigh. Focus on your right knee. Focus on your curve, lower leg, right lower leg. Focus on your ankle. Focus on your feet, right feet. And the toes. Focus on your left thigh. Left knee. Cups, the lower leg. Focus on your ankle. Focus on your left feet. Focus on your toes. No, focus on whole your body. Mind resting with your own body. Your breath, your mind, your body all connecting together. Relax, stay peace, letting go thoughts. Open the eyes. Relax. Yes. Better, right? When you come here, it's like your mind is maybe go all over the place. So know your mind is be within the temple, be with your body. So now you can use, your mind. You have, like we can say, your mind is stable, or you can control your mind. So next is we're going to do the puja, and so this is the puja is also the visualization. So very good for meditation. Part of meditation. This sadhana is page page 21. So can you see the page 20? It's the Chenrezig. It's called Compassion Buddha. We're going to do this Compassion Buddha prayer for all the people who pass away. Dedication to all the beings. Page 21. So we have to see this picture, visualize this Buddha. So you see this picture and then, realize this is the compassion Buddha, and when we chant this prayer, so you know this Chenrezig, your mind seeing you clearly. So now we practice together, and page 21. Om Sobhavai Shedai Sarva Dharma Sobhavai Shedai. The merit of abiding of all phenomena is itself pure openness, substituting that nature. From the all-providing emptiness arises a lotus flower with a mounted seed. Upon this throne in the lotus position, I am seated in the body of Chenrezig, who is white in color with 4 arms, 2 upper hands, are joined at the heart, holding the wish-fulfilling gem. The lower right hand holds the custral rosary, and the lower left hand holds the lotus flower. Chenrezig is clad in the sacred silken robes and wearing the precious ornaments. This form is a Sambhogakaya, the completely enjoyment body, bring all the auspicious signs of the Buddhas. In the heart center of Chenrezig is a mondes with the letter Sh, standing in the center around the mantra Om Mani Padme Hum. Circle clockwise, leg ready from the mantra, and is offered to the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas and the Buddha field. Blessing of compassion and wisdom return from the Buddha fields in the form of a light are purified, which is absorbed into myself. All obscuration of body, speech, and mind are purified. Again, compassionately radiates from the heart mantra, dispelling the sufferings and ignorance of all sentient beings of the 6 realms, who are then transformed into Chenrezig, the great compassionate one. Om Mani Padme Hum, Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Om we're going to chant the silently Om Mani Padme Hum, and you focus this page 20, the Chenrezig picture. So this is we follow the meditation. Shamatha meditation has a focal object, like focus with the object. So the object has regular object and a special object. This is become special object. You visualize the Buddha. And so Chenrezig, we today visualize the Chenrezig and focus this, your close eye, seeing the Chenrezig, or your eye open and look this picture and focus, seeing and chant the Om Mani Padme Hum 100 times, okay? So we do this prayer, and this is the meditation, practice shamatha, special shamatha meditation. Do you understand? So usually you focus a special object. It's more powerful than you focus a regular object. So regular objects, you just focus something in front of you, object, your mind resting with that object. So that is like usually, generally for people, doesn't matter who believe religion or now, everyone can do that, focus for regular object. But special object is you must have to have a devotion to the Buddhas, faith and devotion. Then you use this special object. It's more powerful than regular object. So you sing this mind and chant the mantra, and you can feeling is different. Also you can get blessing from the Buddhas. Arise devotion from your heart. So become devotion and comes your heart, then Buddha and you become connecting. Okay? So no devotion, then become, even you just look the special Buddha's image, but it's become regular object. If you have devotion and faith, then it's become special object. So this use is like also sometimes we practice shamatha, focus with just a regular object. Then sometimes you have a mind is not so happy, sadness. So that time also you have to use special object. And you connecting with the Yadam deity, your mind, then purify your sadness and unhappy feeling, release. So then sometimes you have like fogginess, sleepy also. That time, don't focus regular object. Then visualize the Yadam deity, Chenrezig. So that's also bring the more power, like energy. Do you understand? Okay. So now we chant the 100 times mantra together. I didn't forget mala. Can you have this? Thank you. That's good thing. We need a crystal mala for Chenrezig. So this mantras we're going to chant silently, okay? Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Your chant mentally, your chant. Chant by your mentally and visualize the Chenrezig. Or you, if you cannot visualize, look this picture and then close eye, chant. So your mind is be with this image. Okay? me ho mani be me ho mani be me ho mani be me ho. So now I want to going to share with you is how to meditate on Vipassana. Vipassana is follow the Buddhist philosophy. Little bit hard, not easy than shamatha. So you need more, like think about and investigation. You have to use your knowledge. Okay? So we're going to dedication. It's after finish teaching, we're going to dedication. So now I'm going to share with you Vipassana meditation. Okay, everyone? Yes? I'm going to share with you Vipassana from this book. I'm going to read some sections, but then we, talk. So some read and talk, okay? If you don't understand clearly, let me know. So this is the discussion, analytical meditation. You can debate with me, it's no problem. Okay, if you don't agree, you can debate. So it's analytical and the use of the knowledge. It is a part of meditation, okay? They have two different meditations here. Vipassana is the second part of this teaching. So this is the second section. Is like first one is shamatha meditation. Shamatha is just mind resting with the object, mind resting with the breath, mind resting with your body. So mind resting with any objects. So that's called shamatha. Calm body is shamatha. Yeah, calm body is calm and peace. So Vipassana is a special insight meditations. You really look to inner your mind. So this section is somewhere is very easy because you have a mind. You watch your mind. You know how to say that you watch your own mind. Very easy, but some is very hard. People don't know how to watch their own mind, They can watch the object is easy. Outside, we can see this object. Mind is follow all this everything and not seeing their own nature. So this is look to our own nature. But first you have to study and analyze. Otherwise, you cannot get the looking your own mind meditation. Okay, so here is the Vipassana is a Tibetan called Lam Thong. Lam Thong means spatial seeing, spatial seeing. You never see before something. So you're going to see that. Actually, you never see your mind. So no, Lam Thong means you seeing your mind is called spatial seeing. Make sense? It's called Lam Thong, Tibetan called Lam Thong, it's spatial. It's in the Buddhism, it is taught that we need to learn from a knowledge of the teaching, knowledge master, and this point to the importance of seeking teachings. So this part is called Vipassana analytical meditation. So you have to learn from the knowledge lamas. Knowledge means who know the like Buddhist philosophy. Okay, so that's referred to knowledge means like who know the Buddhist philosophy. Because we're going to analytical. then it is through listening to many teachings and reflecting on their meaning that we derive with the pure view we will be integrating in our Vipassana meditation. So the analytical meditation is, so we have to listening first, and listening and contemplate, analytical, understanding. That is the most important. So that's why here, also it is the lack of sufficient knowledge of the teachings that presents an impediment to Vipassana. So if no knowledge, then you cannot understand like Vipassana. Okay, so that's why we have to learn and we have to study, not only just resting. The resting is like sometimes you can get very easily into the right direction, but sometimes you get wrong direction, So that's the reason have to learn from knowledge lamas. And this has stories, like people, especially in this time in Western country, people that think they knows, they read the book, they think they knows meditation. But actually they have difficulty, like maybe something have obscurations and, like sometimes they go to wrong direction. They never purify their obscurations, never purify emotion. If you only follow the learn from the book, you meditate, you don't have a teacher, and you don't have like instructions. That people meditate but never progressing quality. Okay. So that's this time is a problem in Western country. They read the book, they say they know the meditation, they meditate. But who's enlightenment? No one enlightenment, right? So then they slowly maybe say, oh, I know everything, but then quality is more worse than before. Then criticize other religions, teachers, So then get pride. So that's all the problem come from, because they read the book and they think they knows. Then the meditation has so many different methods. When we meditate, many different experiences arise. Many obscurations arise. You know how to go through that. Otherwise, you stuck there, So that's the reason you have to learn all the method. Some people think analytical meditation is not important. But that's also wrong, Analytical meditation is very important. But then you have analytical, also you have to go into the resting meditation. If you don't meditate, meditate, then also problem too. So that's the reason in this Vipassana has two categories. There are two aspects. It actually has two aspects or two categories. Vipassana has analytical or discursive meditation. So that is what we're going to talk right now. And non-conceptual meditation. Non-conceptual meditation or resting the mind, The two sections is coming here. Do you understand clearly? Yes? Okay, so first one is which one? Analytical, yeah? So analytical or discursive meditation. And the second one is resting mind, non-conceptual meditation, or resting the mind. So either way is okay, right? Yes.
The second phase, the
It's a little bit different. But also dealing with the thoughts. When thoughts arise, the different ways, recognize purifying thoughts. So shamatha is like you're resting with the object, not let thoughts arise. Stop the thoughts. Stop the emotions. If you have that, you try to focus the object very strictly, In this one is go more relaxed. Thoughts arise, let them arise. Emotions arise, let them arise. You can watch that thoughts and the emotions. You seeing that. Wisdom seeing that. So other one is for more beginners, If you don't have a meditation, shamatha, vipassana is hard. So you cannot watch the thoughts if you don't have mind is stable, Make sense? Okay. So now the first one is discursive meditation. Analytical meditation has two subcategories. This one has two subcategories. First one, meditating on the selflessness of the person. So meditation, this is important. You have to know meditating on the selflessness of the person. Means you have to look to your body, analytical your body. Where is Khenpo Samdup? You think about yourself, where you are. So that's of course. Then you didn't find anything like permanent, inherently safe in your crown to feet. Whole your body. Your body is 5 elements and 5 aggregates. The self is you never find any place located. So self is emptiness. So that is called, you realize that is called meditating on the selflessness of the person. Okay? And meditating on the selflessness of a phenomena. Phenomena is like not looking to your body, not at our own body. So look to this table. This table is exist. This temple is exist. This chair is exist. This door is exist. You analyze all this phenomena object. So then you realize you seeing this object, everything is emptiness. So that is called selflessness of phenomena. The two categories, okay, 2 subcategories. Make sense? So now I'm going to go to more details. The first one, so we have to know first who is the I am, Who is the self? First we have to realize that the person means like I, usually I is just this continuum of our aggregates. Aggregates, do you know aggregates? Yeah, 5 aggregates. 5 aggregates, which is 5 aggregates? Form, feelings, sensation, consciousness, mental formations. So then, one is lost anyway, it's okay. this number here, but I can count the Tibetan easily, but I don't know how to say the English, the exact name, okay? So anyway, this body is like 5 aggregates. Form, feeling, consciousness, mental formation, perception or something, So that's 5 is called I. It's person. So then that comes all together. It's Khenpo Samdup. I say my, I, right? So that's So the reason here is the person is just the continuum of our aggregates, including our mind, or rather this senses of a thinker. Thinker, thinking about, what I did yesterday, what I'm going to do tomorrow. A person who is feeling and emoting this movement of mind. Minds go all around. So that is usually say I. It's person. So that is exist, no exist. What do you think? Exist or no exist? Huh? No exist, right? So if you get selflessness of a person, means like meditating on the selflessness of the person, then no exist. If you don't realize that, it exists. Okay? Yeah, if you realize that meditation, then no exist. Until that, we exist. Huh? How to realize this? Once you realize, then you have become not thinking about yourself much, not really emotion come from your mind. So then comes more compassion for others, and you have become already different person than others. No emotion arise because all emotion arise from the I and the self. Yeah, see the trees, all the branches, leaves come from the tree's root, right? So you dry up the tree's roots, then these all the branches and the leaves are dried, die. So same thing, you realize this and you release samsara. You free from samsara. You don't have to go to reborn again in samsara. Because the reason is why we are go to samsara again and again, we have self, I. And then long as you have I, you have emotions. The emotion create karma. Karma, send you samsara. You don't have a choice. So that's the reason, meditate on this one. So this is the, just philosophy direction where meditating, self is like, we realize emptiness, self is not exist. But Vajrayana practicing, we did the Chenrezig meditation, right? So you don't have analyze that you meditate, you are Buddha. You are this Yadam deity, Then release self. So you meditate that more and more, you are inseparable, is the Yadam deity or Buddha, which one you practice, that is, you are inseparable, then you don't have self, you are already enlightened. So we have ordinary body, we're thinking about ordinary speech, ordinary mind, ordinary body. So then we have I. So that habit keeps continue samsara, never stopped. Okay? So we have to cut through that. Cut through means purify the ordinary perception. Okay, so now here, fixating. So then you have that. Then what the problem is? Exactly here says fixating and clinging to the person. So then fixating to I, my, to the person as being permanent. So then they think is only one. So we always think is always permanent. But we don't think about the permanent and impermanent. But actually we always say it's I, it exists, you know. So that is become permanent, singular entity. Singular entity, always I is we thinking about one. So Khenpo Samdup, only one, right? No many Khenpo Samdup, only I is one. So lower body, think about yourself. It's only one thinking about, no many, right? That's the reason. So singular entity, as being me or I, is what is known as the self of the person or subjective mind. From the construction of a self comes the emotional focusing. So long as you have that, then comes emotions. You have I, then attached to I, then you have I, you have others, because it's like you have right, you have left. So then you have others, then hatred to the others, attached to I. So then create the karma. So that's the reason here says so from the construction of a self come the emotional poisons. From the emotional poisons come karma. From karma comes suffering. You create a karma, then karma result is happiness or suffering. Because we create virtuous deeds, virtuous karma, that result is happiness. We create non-virtuous deeds, that result is suffering. So that is a natural law of phenomena. No one created, you know. So that's why Buddha is not creator gods. Buddha discovered this natural law of phenomena. Then therefore, the root of all suffering and all negativity is the self. So that's the reason all the problem, this suffering, where they come from, is come from self, I. Or the subjective mind. So self is like subjective mind together, right? Okay, negative is the self or the subjective mind. Its mind is follow the negative thoughts, you know. In the words, it comes down to in error known as mental state. The self is what we call the body, the constitutional elements, and the sense, fears. But the person is not the essence of the aggregates and the like. So now we have to analytical, you know. So where is the I and the self with analytical? I is the self is actually only come from this body, right? So that's the reason here says the self is that we call the body, the constitutional elements, and the sense first. But the person is not the essence of the aggregates and the like. But I is actually looks like our body, this, you know, like constitutional elements, far aggregates. But you really investigate. I, self, is cannot be this body. The I and the self is cannot be constitutional elements. Cannot be, you know, like far aggregates. You think about I is only one permanent entity. This body is only one permanent entity or no? No, right? So that's why then, see, body cannot be yourself, self. Body is a compound of phenomena. So many particles. Self is only one permanent entity. Make sense? So then, self is not body. Then where is the self? Self is the far aggregates. No, because far aggregates is phi, Self is only one. 1 and 5, how can it be one, It's logically, cannot be self is 5 aggregates.
Can the self be the soul?
The soul is where? It's body or mind? Okay, so the soul is not exist. Right? Yeah, soul is not exist. Soul is not except the Buddhist like philosophy. They talk about the reason is because soul is body or mind. No body, no mind. They not exist. Make sense? Okay, so then here is this is because the aggregates and the constitutional elements are impermanent and are a combination of many parts. The person is seen as a permanent and as a singular entity. So, a concept which we input on to something else. However, this person cannot really be said to exist as that we think it to be or as anything else. So we cannot really find existently permanently, right? If you investigate, analyze, you cannot find permanent entity, self and I. So that's the reason sometimes we, Mahayana, this morning we meditate, mindful body meditate. So mindful body meditation is a more subtle way meditating. It's not same as this morning. This morning we meditate is a very simple way, Only you focus on your body. Mind is resting with your own body. But more deeper way, then your mind is resting in your crown. Okay. Analytical, analyze. So, okay, crown is self or not. Crown is cannot be self. Crown is so many parts or particles, combination of phenomena, right? Self is one, so its crown is not. Then you analyze your forehead is this also part of particles, not one permanent entity here. So self is one permanent. Self is cannot be in this part of this your forehead. Self is cannot be nose. Self is cannot be eye. So you all analyze your whole body. Then I is not exist where you can find. Can you find? No, right? Yeah. So that's why I have to meditate. Like that's also called mindful body meditation. So then here, this is because the person is not anything or entity. It is therefore like this, the uncautioned assumption of me and mine is nothing, but a delusion. I is delusion. Same is your dreaming. You have a nightmare. That time, you are scared, you are nervous, you are big problems in some, danger place. When you wake up, no exist anything. So same like this. This is our delusion. Okay? So we cannot say it's a delusion, it's delusion, I don't need this. But you have to meditate and practice. So level to level practicing, then you realize. If you don't meditate, then you cannot realize that state. Okay? So that's why here is we should investigate in this way. In the same way, we should try to understand the concepts and the emotions which are the expression of the inner subject of mind. Look directly at the concept or emotion itself. Try to see if it has a form or a shape. So now we stay like this, try to out any emotion. So all thoughts come out. We watch that, emotion or thoughts. Does emotion has any see look directly at concept or emotion itself. Try to see if it has a form or shape. Emotion has physical form? No, right? Emotion has something different like shapes or no shape? No, right? No shapes, no forms. So thoughts has that or no? No, right? Thoughts also don't have like that. So then thoughts and the emotion exist or not? Yes? No, right? Thoughts and the emotion not exist. So now also we have to analyze, the mind and the thoughts is same or different? Who's going to give answer? Mind and the thoughts is the same or different? Yes? Different? You correct? You said different. I don't know. It's mind is not exist. How can be different? Yes. If mind and the thoughts are different, then the what to call the dead body is corpse, right? Corpse has a thought or not? Why? Because no mind. The mind is the thought is different. Then why? Why corpse no thoughts? So it's analytical, it's investigation, logic. Yeah, but it's living in the means what is living in the dead difference is. Okay, see no mind, that's why no thoughts, right? So that means like thoughts is not different than mind. If you beach and waves is the same or different? Yeah, beach and the waves is different or same or different? Waves, yeah. Ocean and waves. Ocean and waves. Yeah. Same or different? Okay. So mine is thoughts like that. So you cannot say it's the same. Yes. You cannot say different. You cannot say same. Because reason is mind and the thoughts are not same. The reason is mind and the thoughts are simultaneously together. Make sense? Because if it's the same, you cannot have simultaneously together. We have a mind, we have a thoughts together, right? So that means mind and the thoughts are not the same. But mind and the thoughts are not different. Without mind, no thoughts. That's right. So that means like you really investigate, use logic, analytical. It's mind is no exist. So thoughts also no exist. That's why you cannot find any permanently inherently exist come from source of come from something. So that's why okay, who's the first? Father is first or son is first? It's relative, right? Related to each other. Chicken and egg, okay? So no. So that's why. So you cannot say like mind is the thoughts come from mind, because the mind is no exist. Thoughts come from. So you cannot say difference, and without mind, no thoughts. Otherwise, this like dead body is a corpse, right? Corpse must have to have a thoughts, but no thoughts. So that's the analytical, okay? So next, do not look at the thoughts, emotions, or any of the appearance of the six sense objects. Instead, just look directly and nakedly at the very essence of mind itself. So no, you don't think about it, like thoughts. You just look through your own mind. So this is going to take to the Vipassana meditation, not the Shamatha meditation, okay? Shamatha meditation is not looking into your mind. Shamatha is just mind resting with object or resting with breath. Yeah? Okay, so here, just look directly and nakedly means like not any thoughts. If you have a thought, then not really nakedly. Look directly and nakedly at the very essence of mind itself. It is then you can see vividness or presence. So you can see mind's vividness and present there, very. It is like you realize yourself. So this one, someone cannot show you. Someone cannot like show you, like, okay, I show you this, right? Not like that. You cannot show your mind. You cannot, like actually hard to describe, and because like this is like own experience, individually own experience. You really look to your own mind. You realize your own experience, present vividness. So is there, this is emptiness. It is more of a clarity or more of emptiness. So this is the analytical meditation. That time you look to your mind, you have to look that mind is clarity or emptiness. Or clarity and emptiness is inseparable, You have to analyze. But you go to the next section, resting meditation, no analyze. So if that time you analyze, then you know meditating. So right now we are in the analytical section. So that's the reason you have to lock your mind. So it is empty or not empty, it is clear, which is strong. You have to look to very strongly, investigate. Which seems to be more predominant, like clarity is predominant or emptiness is predominant. You have to analytical, yeah? Or is it in inseparability of clarity and emptiness? So, or maybe you're saying, or your mind's clear is empty, empty is clear, inseparable. If you see that, that is the good way to understand, It is important to really prove it. I think prove it. P-R-O-B-E is prove. Prove, yeah, really examining in this way. By investigating and examining in this way, the great meditator will eventually reach the point where he or she will not get trapped, I think so. Trapped in the web of doubt or skepticism, and will get stressed, right? Strategies, in his or her practice. This is the reason why we should examine in this way. So that's the reason we have to analytica, like investigating. So you analyze and investigate that, you realize I and self is not exist. Yes?
So when you do the analytical meditation, it's only about the time and emptiness,
Mm.
or you can also start from different things.
Mm.
You have, let's say, you have a problem,
Yes.
and you don't know what to do. So when you analyze also the problem, like what are the emotions connected to this problem, then you get to the eye the same way.
So this is actually, when you read the book, so study, that time and you read and you think about yourself and read and like listening, teaching, contemplate. So not only the some problems like comes, then that time, if this is the like general, usually we have to study. So that's why Buddhist is like listening, contemplate, meditation. So this is the listening and contemplate part. But meditation is specific meditation is like resting meditation. Make sense?
You said it's two parts,
Yes.
analytical and resting meditation.
Yes.
So this is also meditation.
Yes. Yeah, but sometimes we don't. Sometimes this one we call the cultivate. Yeah, cultivate or listening. Teachings.
Part of the meditation.
Yeah, actually, all is meditation. So you chant the mantra and read this Dharma teachings, sadhana, and read all the meditation books. It's also meditation core. But then specifically meditation is only we call is resting mind. Yeah. Okay, so no? Yes?
The investigation comes. We've been lectured and we read. But then during the lesson time, insight comes. Experience comes. And you may have to go back into investigation to see what that is. And resting again.
Ongoing process.
Okay, so second, yes?
So I was just going to say, Vipassana meditation is also called insight meditation.
So the second one is the second for the selflessness of phenomena. So we finished the first one, okay, selflessness of person. So you understand, right? I and the self is actually not exist. It's delusion. Okay, so now we have to investigate this phenomena. For the selflessness of phenomena, meditate in this way. Phenomena refers to the outer phenomena and to the inner subject mind. That being so, it is the grasping and fixation to a subject and object duality of inner subject and world out there that is known as the self of phenomena. Everything that falls into the sphere of the self-nature of phenomena is, according to atomic truth, nothing outside of or apart from mind. This one, selflessness of phenomena is outer object, inner mind, subject. So this mind, follow the object, realize, oh, this is the pillar, this is the table, this conceptual thoughts is called selflessness, not the emptiness, it's a selflessness phenomena, right? Phenomena. So, out of object. So now we have to investigate this object is actually exist or not? What do you think? No? Why not? We can see this all. I can touch this table. Table is exist here. You say no exist. Why I can touch this one?
In 100 years, won't be
Not components. So in the dream I can touch the table or no? In the dream you cannot touch your table. Of course, you have a house, you have yourself, you can have a table. You know everything in the dream, exists, right? So when you wake up, that all exists or no? Yeah, it's gone, right? In the dream, you can touch the table, you can see the table, but wake up, not, right? That's called delusion, yes? So no, I can touch this, but it's a delusion. It's not actually exist, the table. Then you investigate this table. Where is the table? It's which part? Where did this come from? Yeah, they come from the wood, right? Wood is not table, right? Why then it's become table? Because many parts and the particles put together, we say this is a table. But this... Okay, so... Okay, you say many things come together is a table, right? Okay, I cut this part of pieces and put all here. Everything is there, part of everything together here, but you call it a table or no? Then that time's a junk of garbage, right? So that means like your say all comes together is a table. That's logic also incorrect. Otherwise, I cut everything, is leave here all together. You don't call the table, right? See, if it comes all together, call the table. Then why? I've cut pieces over here and leave here together. Why not call the table? It's not table, right? Okay, so that's why the table is not exist. Also, this table is exist like we seeing is for us human beings. We say this is a table, but one animal, so monkey can see this is a table or no? What is monkey can see this? Dogs can see this is a table? Or then other animals, all have different perceptions. So they cannot see this is the table. The reason is the table is not exist. Only our perception. If this table is exist permanently, inherently, all the sentient beings need to see this is the table. But some beings seeing this is the maybe big mountains, Some maybe seeing this is like kind of a universal. Some seeing this is a house. Some seeing this is the food. So these all have different beings, has different perceptions because this is not exist or this object. Make sense? So then this table is you cut part or particles, like always go to part or particle and then go to its emptiness, nothing exists. Right? So that's why we have to investigate. The table is then not permanently inherently exists. One table, then this one cannot be many, right? You say many comes together, many cannot because one is not exist. So there all has so many logics, investigations. Have to know that. So also, some people say this is come from mind. This is mind or no? Huh? If this is mind, wherever you go, so this is follow you. Then you like that or no? Do you? Yeah. Huh? But mind is not exist. Then how can come from this? Mind is we already checked not exist. How we make this table? So the book is not exist. Then how can make the books? But first you not exist. Then how you can make the things? Okay, so actually it's lots here is the details about talk about this, analytical. We don't have time to do all this, It's just a basic discussion. So it's here says, okay, I read a short one here. From time without the beginning, however, though forms and such are not truly real, not truly exist. We have a grasp onto them as though they were, means that we are grasping to the object. That's what this appear to us, for us the rare. But who has practitioner, who realizes there's no seeing like that. Okay? So this is our delusion. So who is wake up, they don't have these delusions. So then, we have grasping onto them as though they were there as forms and other phenomena only appear us if in a dream. So dream, right? To chart the lake, beings, like this chart is not talking about the chart of the kids, The child means like we are the same as the kids. So because we don't have the mind is same as the realizers. So realizers, eaters. What they're seeing, we cannot see that. So that's the reason we are charged. Mind itself is appearing as forms and the lake, as if this were outside our mind. In reality, however, forms and the lake are not anything other than mind's projection. So that means actually this everything is come from mind, projection, right? But then you investigate, mind also not exist. Yeah? So you say this all phenomena is come from mind projecting this object. Then project is not exist. How can project the object? Mind is not exist. How can project all these phenomena? So that means subject, object, both are not exist. Same is in the dream. They have a Buddhist the 4 different schools. It's called Vipassana, Satantrika, and mind school, Mayamika. So 4 different levels. They all realize this object is different. The first 2, Satantrika and Vipassana, said all these phenomena come from part of particle impermanent. Part of particle impermanent, that is come together. So then all these phenomena arise. So that is the same as just this time, many scientists say that, right? Yes? So then mind school say, no, this is not possible because the part of a particle not exist. That also emptiness. So then mind school say, all these phenomena come from our mind. Mind projecting this all the phenomena, object. But then the highest level is we talk about Mayamika. Madhyamika is like Buddhist highest philosopher school. So Madhyamika said, okay, this is, not come from the mind. Because the mind also not exist. Make sense? So mind is not exist. The same is like in the dream, you see in the dream elephant. In the dream. So that time you have a mind, yes or no? Yes, right? Because you're seeing the elephant, right? You have an object, yes? Because it's elephant is an object. But that time you have a subject and object both. When you wake up, you have an elephant, no subject. That time you have a mind. The mind also not existed because no elephant. Then the mind, seeing elephant, the mind also not exist. Object is not existed. Then subject also not possible. Right? Okay, so that's why we have to know this. The subject, object, both are not exist. So forms and like efforts are many different things, yet they are essentially not one entity, nor are there many entities. Since mind is not separate from our outside of forms and the like, mind too. So this actually we already shared and I talked to So we have to investigate and know it's mind. It's like past mind is already emptiness. Future mind is emptiness, not yet. But present mind is exist or not? Exit, whole exit. Present mind also no exist because reason is no present moment. Or past or future, no present moment. So that's the hardest part. You have very the mind. This investigation is very subtle level. Go very subtle level. Present moment is not exist. Because maybe already past, maybe all future, not present there. So if I eat example, I drink this water, not yet is future, already past, not drinking there. Part of you go very subtle. It's like subtle is, in this term, is called the 63 second. This term, how to call this one? Snake of finger term. The Buddhist philosophers recognize like 63 terms, like subtle seconds changing, So we, actually these clocks also not really got that subtle. We say like hour, minutes, and then second, right? Second has more subtle than that. Second, they no more, right? See, 1 second has like almost 63 different, like changing already. Huh? How to say that one? Division. Yes. 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 Past and like future not really exist present. So that's why actually has a really, really good logic from the Nagarjuna's. He wrote the middle way. How to say this book is like philosophy book is root text of middle way. So it's root. The writer is Nagarjuna. He said, you don't have walk because already walk or future, past or future, no present there. You don't have it, already past and future. So you don't have to talk because already past or future, no present moment to find there. So that's why we have to know it's no any present moment. Mind is no exist. 3 times mind is no exist. Past mind no exist, future mind no exist, present mind no exist. So then just look directly into the true essence of this mind. So know what we have to do. So you have to look directly into true essence of this mind. Mind is no exist, but you can look to your own mind. Make sense? It's why we can look to the mind, because the mind is not permanently, inherently exist. So that's the reason you can look to your own mind. This is all go to the logic, investigation proving. Then this vividly present awareness, vividly means actually empty. Empty means like the reason is empty is mind is not exist. That's why it's empty. The empty is also like not like nothingness. It's vivid. It's clarity. It's different. Like kind of the same is almost how to say the sun beams, right? Sun beams. You see that you cannot hold, you cannot cut, right? So you use logic and investigate, you cannot find because it's emptiness, but it's still there, something, right? So that is called mind. So now we're going to analytic meditation is another aspect, investigating mind. But then also resting meditation, you really can into that. So also same is we can see the moon is reflecting in the water, right? Reflection in the water. So you can see that, but you can hold that or no? If you put your hand in the water, you can get moon or no? No, right? So then you say that moon is exist or not? Not exist because it's like not physically exist, and also not permanently exist there. Then you can see that there, but it's seeing that moon is emptiness. Emptiness is you seeing clearly. So like that, So now what we see, this all object is we seeing, this object is emptiness. Emptiness is we seeing. It's emptiness, seeing this form is no different. So usually we think, oh, this seeing thing is not empty. Emptiness we thought is we cannot see, right? But that is like big misunderstand. Make sense? So now think about it. Mind is empty. That reason that mind is empty. That reason 3 times not exist. But it is there. Same as the moon is reflection in the water. So now what we have to do here, if there is a mind, if mind exists, okay, so this is the lots informations. So we will get, when you are, okay, the second category is, no, this is finished. The yogin or you will be free from grasp. Okay, when you gain greater so okay, so that's our thing is we can finish the section of the analytical part. You understand mind is no exist, this subject is no, object is no exist, Self is not exist.
The goal of these
Mm. Yes.
it's very useful to develop no attachment,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So that we
Become, you
say it doesn't exist, so it's not that important.
yeah, you seeing this object, but you are not really, you can use this object, but not really use, less attachment become. Even you, okay, you lose your something, you know this is impermanent.
The car breaks.
Yeah, car breaks,
It's okay.
it's okay, doesn't exist. Throw away. Okay, then we go to the second part. It's the second one is the second category is known as resting meditation. So resting meditation. Having thus truly examined in the selflessness of the person and the selflessness of phenomena, until there is nothing else to look at. So then you don't have analyze. You understand it already, right? So you don't have any investigation, yeah? Okay, you don't have any questions? True, right? So here, then what we have to do, nothing else to look at. One naturally enters a state beyond concept and beyond analysis, a state of oneness beyond expression. Beyond expression means actually really cannot describe, telling you, like showing something. So it's absolute truth. That's why beyond. Without any fabrication, does meditate in Krebs clarity. What is Krebs means? Clarity, yes, Krebs clarity. Resting in the suchness and nature itself. So now we don't have to analyze. You know, phenomena is not exist, self is not exist. We have to meditate. Abiding in this state, remain in the continuity of mind without distraction. So then you have to remain means maintaining, right? Practice maintaining your mind. So this is called Tibetan is called Gom Rem. Gom means we have to habituate, have to practice. So meditation means habituate. If you don't habituate, you cannot go in that, you lose easily. Huh?
Is this called tranquility?
What is tranquility? But you mean which one? Yes. 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 Tranquility. I think actually that is not really Vipassana stir. Stir, the shamatha. Shamatha has 3 different levels. Generally, we focus with the object, focus with your own breath, then no using any object, just mind, alert, resting. So that's it. So the third one, the shamatha. So no, this is the different. This is not only just resting like this. So you really have to get into your mind. Okay? So when you are new to the meditation, as you look nakedly at the mind, see nakedly is you look nakedly. Nakedly is no thoughts. If you have a thought, then your mind is not nakedly. You cannot see the mind. If no thoughts, then you can see your mind. Not seeing anything rare in nature, but because why we cannot see is emptiness. No exist, permanently, inherently exist, right? That's why mind we cannot see. in the physical object, not seeing anything there in nature. You will have the experience of being in this state of entitylessness. Just let your awareness rest naturally in this state. So then you naturally, rest in that state, yeah? Relax your awareness there. So this Vipassana is more relaxed than shamatha. Shamatha is like very, a little bit tight, right? Tight. Focus, yeah, more strong focus. Not allowed to arise thoughts and emotions. Stop. Focus object. So this is a more relaxed and lock into your mind and let arise thoughts and emotions. Not stopped. You cannot stop thoughts and emotions. So that's called no rejecting and thoughts and emotions. No accepting thoughts and emotions. You cannot accept the thoughts, emotions. Accepting means that you follow the thoughts and emotions. Make sense? No accepting, no rejecting. So then what do you have to do? When thoughts, emotions arise, you have to realize that, recognize that. Recognize and let go. Same is we drive the car on the road. So many cars come from that, the opposite direction. You don't look that, follow that, right? Yes? Your mind is keen of fixation to the cars. So it's all coming, but it's you seeing that, or it's going. So you focus your own direction, right? Same like that. So you cannot stop the thoughts, means like the cars opposite direction coming, you cannot stop the cars coming, right? You don't have to stop the two. So same like that. You have to go your focus, your own direction. When thoughts comes, you realize that, and then not accept letting go and liberate the thoughts. Called the liberated thoughts. Go back into focus on your maintaining practice, like meditating. So that is like more relaxed than Vipassana, shamatha, yeah? Okay, shamatha not allowed to try to thoughts arise. So then you are more into the meditation, you are become one, like you are more get in experience, right? Experience. Then thoughts, emotion comes. That's all become is like wisdom. You realize emotion, log into the emotion. Emotion is not exist. So then emotions naturally release. So that is like very good practitioners meditate like that way. But beginners, like you cannot watch the emotions. You watch the emotion, but we cannot play with the emotion. Emotion play with us. So we follow the emotion, So meditator really high realizers, the emotions become always transformed to the wisdom. So the emotions become always wisdom. The more emotion, there are more become practitioners. So use that emotion and that become realized, right? Or strong practitioners. Without the emotion, you cannot realization person. So without a firewood, you cannot make the fire, right? Yes? So we need more firewood and can make more fire. Same thing, you have more emotions, you can become more strong practitioner, more strong practitioners. But not for beginners. So it's depending the levels of meditators. So no, okay, with nothing to attach is where there, in this clarity of awareness, where there is no object of meditation, no point of reference, with nothing to attach onto us unborn, nothing to suppress, and nothing to do. So meditation is the most easiest thing. You don't have to do anything. Nothing to latch onto us, either empty or not empty. Just rest your mind. Once you have gotten a little more adept at the practice, whatever arises and whatever appears, you will only need to look directly into it. So then you will become more practitioner. So thoughts, emotion comes. Look thoughts that thoughts is emptiness. Thoughts is become naturally released. Emotion comes. Look the emotion. Emotion is emptiness. Emotion is become transformed to the wisdom. So this is Vajrayana station is going up to this 5 emotion is transformed to the 5 Buddhas. So this is the Vipassana. We don't talk about the 5 wisdoms. Just say look to emotion that is not exist. So that's the Vipassana and the Vajrayana differences. When you're going greater accomplishment in the practice, you will be free from any grasping at meditation or object on which to meditate, and therefore you will be free from any contrary or effort for meditation. So that's the resting meditation, but lots of information, so we cannot go everything here, today. Do you have any questions? Yes? So the dependent, you are analytical meditation, then anything comes, arise, you have to investigate that. But resting meditation, just letting go, no any analyze. Don't think about. Yeah. Just let go, yeah. Recognize, let go. Stay in your present. Oh, it was slightly different, but first we have to meditate shamatha, calm or abiding. Then you can go into the vipassana, special insight meditation. So if you don't meditate calm or abiding meditation called shene, she means peace, ne means I think abiding, something, mind, stay. So if you don't have that practice, you cannot really see your mind. So that's the reason we have to always practice first, calm or abiding meditation, then go up to Vipassana, but then you also go back to calm or abiding meditation again. The reason is sometimes Vipassana is strong and shamatha is not strong. Then your mind is very stable, but no wisdom. And Vipassana is strong, shamatha is not strong. Then your mind is like shaking, not stable. So that's why you have to go to make balance, shamatha and vipassana have to go equal practice. Yes. Yeah. So then this section, when we practice this shamatha and the vipassana, we have to cultivate love and compassion. So if we don't practice love and compassion during the shamatha and the vipassana, your, quality is not increasing. So that's the reason. This have so many methods, but we cannot go today all all these teachings. Have all these methods in this book. So when you practice vipassana, in the resting mind, meditate, you cannot cultivate compassion. But beginning, when before you go into meditate first, you just chant the refuge prayer, bodhicitta, and a little bit cultivate compassion, love and compassion. Then into the Vipassana meditation. When you're in the Vipassana meditation, so then sometimes you have feelings. It's always a dependent person, Some is attached to blessing. Bless, right? Bless. Attached to bless. And some is expectation, something special, signs. So when you have that kind of the expectation comes, attachment, expectation arises, then you have to cultivate compassion. So not into the shamatha again, you have to cultivate compassion meditation. So that has a lot of different method. So compassion, shamatha have to go all practicing together. Then when you finish meditation, you have to dedicate. So shamatha is, vipassana shamatha is actually view part of the Buddhism talk about the view and the conduct, right? Part of view, you only go into the view, you don't have a practice of conduct. So no purifying karma. So you are stuck, your mind is there. Yeah, so that's the reason, dedication and practice part of the conduct. And then practice shamatha and practice love and compassion. So have to go like this, go together, hand in hand. So then you can become Buddha one lifetime. Okay? Thank you, everybody. So now we have to go to, in this sadhana, we have to do the dedication. Mane Beme Hom, Mane Beme Hom, page 23. Mane Beme Hom, Beme Hom. Mane Beme Hom, Mane Beme Hom. Mane Beme Hom. Om Mane Beme Hom, Om Mane Beme Hom, Mane Beme Hom, Om Mane Beme Hom, Om Mane Beme Hom. All the outer and the inner phenomena dissolve into myself. And then I dissolve into the light, which becomes a non-door with the all-providing emptiness. Sanai no ju, Tibetan Sanai no ju, me me ju. Meditate. By this virtue, may I quickly realize the state of Chenrezig, and may all sentient beings, without exception, attain the glorious state of Chenrezig. Go to the Tibetan. Gewan de nyorda da Chenrezig wai drubjurje drowa je jamale ba. Deya salango barisho. So now we go to the page 70. It's dedication, the Buddha Amitabha. It's saying, believe prayer to be reborn in the bliss for pure line of Devachin. Emaho, in the center is a marvelous Buddha Amitabha of boundless light. On the right side is the Lord of great compassion. On the left is the Lord of powerful means, all surrounded by limitless Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Immeasurable peace and happiness is the blissful puring of Devachin. When I and all beings pass from samsara, may we be born there without taking samsaric rebirth. May I have the blessing of meeting Amitabha face to face. By the power and the blessing of the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions, may I attain this aspiration without hindrance. Tiyata Pinsandriya Avam Bodhanaya Soha. That section chanted Tibetan. Emma Om Sara Sanje Nawandaye Da Yesu Jovo Doje Jembo Da Yonde Sembande Jendo Nala Sanje Sanse Bamin Korji Kor Deje Om Sara Bade Me Baye Deva Jin Ye Save Shengande Da yen de ne sembe jirmada jewa yen je parma chubar tere jene nande sharno sho de ge da ge molan da bande so je san sen dam je je Gemen bar sinje lab de sor Tia da ben sandaya avam bodhe na yeso. Go to page 157. 157. Dorjen Chang, Telopa, Naropa, Marpa, Malarepa, Dhamma Lord Gambopa, Pamutrupa, and Lord Digompa, please bestow upon us most auspicious blessing of all the Kaju Lamas. By this virtue may I achieve omniscience by defeating all enemies' confusion. May all who towers on the waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death cross the ocean of samsara. Bodhicitta, the excellent and precious mind. Where it is unborn, may it arise. Where it is born, may it not decline, but ever increase higher and higher. I pray the Lama may have a good health. I pray the Lama may have a long life. I pray that your Dharma activities suffer far and wide. I pray that I may not be suffered from you. As Manjushri Devero realized the automic state, and as did Samandabhada, I will follow in their path and fully dedicate all the merit for all sentient beings. By the blessing of the Buddhas who attained the Tirikayas, by the blessing of the truth of the unchanging Dharma as such, by the blessing of the invisible Sangha, order may the merry Asher bear fruit. By the virtues collected in the 3 times, by myself and all beings in samsara and nirvana, and by the innate root of virtue, may I and all sentient beings quickly attain and surpass perfect, complete, precious enlightenment. May the teachings of the great Digompa Ranashiri, who is omniscient, Lord of Dharma, Master of interdependence, continue and increase through study, practice, contemplation, and meditation until end of the samsara. Next page. From this realm circled by snow-covered mountains, you are the source of every benefit and bliss without exception. Tenzin Jamso, you who are one with Avalokiteshvara, may you remain satisfied until samsara's end. Embodiment of the three precious jewels, Pemapana, who holds the teaching of the victorious one. Seeing the all goodness meaning with the wisdom eye, may you who are the spontaneously established activity living long for hundreds of kalpas. Noble Manjushri, the Lord of speech, who manifests to hold the teaching of the Trapezium, who rises the lamp of the sage's teachings, may you who are the light of the Dharma living long for hundreds of kalpas. The one knows in the Holy Land is Aryan Deva, emanate into gargling of Eastern Tibet as Chidengpa, the heart son of Jigten Sungo. May the life of glorious Garchin remain satisfied 400 aeons. In the age of stars, when the victorious teachings fares hardship through his powerful Vajra-like conduct, he takes on himself the heavy responsibility of the unbeseeching teaching. May Garchin, the son of the teaching, living long. Om Mani Padme Hum, Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Thank you, everyone. Yes? It's already did. Yeah. So all the dedications finished. Yeah. So now you're free.